Shit.
Okay, I think we're live again. Did I do it right? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh boy. Holy moly. That was fun. I hope we are streaming. I don't know if we are. Did it work? Did it work? Am I streaming?
On Twitch, yes. Don't see us live on YouTube yet.
Someone says the link won't work.
What in the fuck? Yes.
Oh no, it's there.
Don't see
We're
us
streaming.
live on
We're
YouTube
live.
yet.
We're fully
Someone says
live.
the
link won't work. Yeah. Oh, booyah. Totally live. Great. Here we are.
Okay, type Batman movie.
Whoever's the music supervisor
Music.
on last
Dude.
Yeah, I was like laughing now. I can't.
We're not streaming on the Premiere page, but that's fine. Yeah, we're streaming here. We're streaming here. Who is the video editor? Yeah, you never know. So are we streaming? Yes,
Yeah.
looks like it. Hi everybody. That's Magnet. There's still time to post it. So far so good.
We're like part of the canon. It's official now.
Yeah, it feels crazy to be
type
part of the Batman
movie.
Whoever's the
canon.
music super
I gotta say, I kind of want to watch it again. Not yet, but yes, USA mentioned.
It's cool that you can just do that and become part of the canon.
That's right. Yeah,
It's just
if
that
you
simple, folks.
if you decide to
That easy.
if you dream it, you can do it. Basically, is what we found out. Yeah. So I would love to. It's weird because we're here now after you've all seen it.
Yeah, Q&A.
Q&A. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, there's a lot to say. There's so much in this music video. So much is happening. The first thing I want to do is I want to shout out all the people who made it amazing. I kind of want to go like, let's do a commentary run of the video. How do y'all feel about that?
I'm down.
Let's do that. Okay. Can y'all see this? Oh, it's slightly okay. Yeah, but we can't hear it. That's okay.
Get some.
Piano Boy EDM asks, are questions reserved specifically for Magnet, or is anything?
No, anyway,
themed?
questions
Okay.
are huge. Anyway, questions are
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, we love that. We love anyway questions. Yeah, let's do some questions first. Also, I think the song is now up for streaming now too. Is that true?
Is she official?
I think it is. So, everybody, if you liked that video, go back and prove it by clicking, because that's how we prove things now. No one believes you unless you click something. So,
AV asks, whose car is that? Whose samurai is that? That's my question.
whose car is that's an excellent question.
Great question.
Whose car is that? Whose samurai is that? So the first single that we released is for a song called Darcy. And there's a bridge in that song. The song goes, "Sweet Suzuki Samurai." The Suzuki Samurai is Darcy's. It's part of the reason why we wanted to write a song about her, because we just kept on hearing things about her. We were like, she drives a Suzuki Samurai, and Ari like froze in place. He was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" That's
Yeah, I was freaking out.
yeah. Like Ari loves that specific kind of like, top car. He drives Geo Trackers. Yeah, the Suzuki
Yeah,
is sick.
I have the like less the more affordable swaggy version of it, and hers is like the beautiful, pristine. Like I was scared to drive it. She was like, kind of like, don't it's my baby. Like don't fuck it up. And I was like,
Yeah.
don't worry, I got you.
Benjamin Seeker asks, who is Darcy? Darcy is well, yeah, I guess we can answer Darcy questions too. We wrote a song about her and we released a music video for that song last month. She helped us when we stayed in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, when we made the album. This is the second single of that album. It's called Anyway. It comes out in August 8th. 808. Cool time. Matthew Diorio says, what bands inspired you guys while making Anyway? I'm loving this new direction. Yeah, there's a lot of it was like going back to like a lot of the bands that inspired us to play rock and roll, I think, in the first place. So Weezer is a big one for me. But like we share a lot of influences, and obviously the Weezer one comes very, very much through on Darcy. But you know, we grew up listening to bands like At the Drive-In, Sunny Day Real Estate, Ari Loves Nirvana. I grew to love Nirvana. I never really listened to them until like honestly recently, and I like have now grown to like totally love them. But yeah, there's a lot of influences to talk about. A lot of Saddle Creek record stuff, a lot of polyvinyl stuff. And really the main influence was like, we want to make a record all together in the same room, and we want to do it the old way, so to speak. Which means we recorded it onto tape. We did live performances in the room all together, Luke playing the drums, me playing guitar, and Ari playing guitar in another like room, or same room, but the amp in an isolation zone, James playing bass, and we record those onto tape. And you can only fit so many takes onto tape, and the takes that you don't use become outtakes, and what you have is what you have. We've never worked that way before, so it was extremely exciting. And we didn't like fetishize this approach. We just like, we looked at all of the records that we really, really, really loved, and we kept on asking the question, like, how was this record made? And it literally always answered, it was recorded onto tape. And then we're like, how come we don't like these later records from some of these other bands? And it's like, well, you know, it's not that tape makes this thing sound better, because, you know, in a way it can introduce those sounds, but that's not really what we were going for. We were going for the like actual process of, you know, making decisions and recording them onto tape. Because like when something's on a computer, you can endlessly tinker with it. And so we totally didn't do that this time around. It was very, very exciting. Cool. So if anyone else has like questions, we can keep that going. But just know these will play live so well. Are you excited about doing so much vocal stuff on tour? Asks Warpin. Yeah, I'm actually really, really excited. The whole band is excited. We did like a little party show in New York to sort of celebrate the release of Darcy. And we all had mics on stage for the first time. And it was really fun. I loved singing. I loved hearing my brother sing the lyrics back. He was the only guy who knew the lyrics to the songs because no one else had heard them. So he was like singing them back in the audience. So that rules. I love that. And yeah.
Someone asked about what trackers we're using, which we're fucking around on the album. There's like a handful of different ones.
That's right.
Like on this track specifically was like, I had just gotten like the new M8 tracker,
M8.
like kind of like right while we were recording it at the same time, and like had like sort of like sketches of stuff. But that was like I think this track was like the first time kind of really dabbling in like the M8 tracker world, and like being like, let's see what we can do here, see what happens.
Yeah, the M8, it that features heavily on the record. There's a bit of LSDJ, not a lot, but a bit. There is in fact, you know, anyone who knows about like Gucci production knows that I love Fama Tracker. But on this record, I went back to Nerd Tracker too, because I wanted to like have things be a bit more quick for me. And that's the first software that I learned how to use for chiptune. And you can't do as complicated things, but I work really fast in it. And so we did that. So yeah, there's a bunch of tracker stuff on it, on the record, all throughout. Great question from Victor Lizcano. How did you get permission to use the movie scenes, or should we start saving to pitch in for the lawsuit? So the way that we've done this, we actually don't even need to let Warner Brothers know that we've done this. This is a total fair use situation covered under various artistic protections, including parody protections. If you remember,
But they're gonna be down. They're gonna be down once they see it. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is great. We need to.
they're going to be
we need
down.
to bring this back. We need to bring this back."
Yeah, they're going to be like, I can't believe Anna Monoguchi reminded us how hype the movie tie-in music videos. I need to ask all of you, have you thought about music videos that are movie tie-in music videos? Like, do you know them? Because I asked some people recently, and they were like, the only one that they could think of was Decode from Paramore. They couldn't think of any other examples. That's like Twilight from back in, like, I don't know, 2012. Oh, Brian Lee O'Malley says, I am Warner Brothers. I am one of the Warner Brothers, and I approve this video. That must be Brian
Yes.
Warner of
Me too. Yeah, same.
Is it? Yeah, Ari is a Warner.
That's a big load off
Ari
my
is a
mind.
Warner brother as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if you only need one of the Warner brothers to say yes, but we have two of them. I don't know how many there are, but two's pretty good. I think two is a strong number to have. Yes. So what's that, Ari?
Like Brian Lee O. Warner. Like, yeah, for sure.
Leo
good.
Warner.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
three brothers. We're good.
Yeah. Oh, the Warner clan. Exactly. Clan Warner.
Confirmed. We're good.
Yes. So Mike Mega makes a great point. The Nirvana the Band the Show method that I've heard them explain and their lawyer explain is our piece of work cannot exist without utilizing these properties, and it seems to work for them. Well, guess what? It's not my fault that the first images that were conjured in my brain when I heard Ari's notes were Batman film images. It just happened. We don't have a choice.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
emphasis on, like, we didn't choose Batman. The song
That's right.
dictated it. Like, that was
Yeah.
This was a natural process. Yes. So yeah, thank you, Brian Warner. I think that's Marilyn Manson's name, right? What is Marilyn Manson's name?
I don't think it's Warner.
I think it is Brian
do think
Warner.
It's Brian. Is it?
I think so. What's his
Yeah,
name?
me and Brian. We're
Yeah,
not related.
Brian
Just
Hugh
spells
Warner,
Brian.
but he spells it with an I instead of the other one,
Huh.
the Y. Yo, I loved that. I loved watching that music video with an audience. I just have to say, like, I've seen this a bunch of times, over this past month, different cuts of it, and it's not the same when you're watching it with people. It's so much more fun. It was already fun. I love this video. It was already probably my favorite thing we've ever done. And now it like is just multiplied. I can't believe the feeling of screening that. That was so much fun.
And
And
it was so fun to film it. I feel like everyone, like, knew that, like, everyone that we worked with on this, like, felt like it, like, had to exist
Yeah.
in, like, a weird way. Like, everyone was kind of like, oh, yeah, this just makes sense. Like, we didn't have to stop and think about it. It was kind of like, oh, let's just keep pushing through it here. We got to get this tie-in going. Let's get it going.
exactly. Linkin Park's New Divide is Fire. What movie was that for? Breaking Benjamin with Halo. Yes, video game tie-ins are definitely a thing. You have the new Caroline Polachek song that just came out with Daniel Harl for Death Stranding 2, which is amazing. Check
Which
that
is
out.
so great and beautiful, but also it needs a tie-in.
Yeah, the video
His
was
music
great,
video is
which,
high.
by the way, Eric Epstein features in this as
Absolutely,
well.
Yeah, so gorgeous. Like, killed it. But it's like, yeah, like, we gotta.
It's like,
Everyone
let's
has to, like,
move some of
carry
that
their
video
weight.
game budget. Let's bring a couple $100,000 to these cameras and to this team. Let's put Caroline Polachek inside of Death Stranding. I mean, what they did is fabulous. It's really really
Oh, it's so good.
beautiful.
But everyone needs a tie-in. Everyone needs a tie-in moment.
Everyone needs to have that opportunity. You're right, Ari.
There's too much good music happening. We can't waste it on no tie-ins.
Benjamin
There's more
Seeger
media than ever,
has
so
beautiful
there's more
questions, and
space
I
for
want to
comment.
answer a couple more of them. When you're touring, are you going to play anything off of Endless Fantasy or USA? Totally. 100%. The Buck Wild Tour is happening in September. September and October. We will not only be playing stuff from Endless Fantasy and Anyway, of course, and USA. We'll also probably play some stuff from the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack, and maybe even we might even sneak a new song from the new one in it. Who fucking knows? I can't stop. You know, if we play the song, we might just play it. Who knows? Yes. What happened
Show
to the
up, find
Splice
out.
Pack y'all released? It's not up. It is now on our Patreon, right, Ari?
Yeah, it's up there.
Yep, it's on our Patreon.
Yeah, with another pack and another one coming out shortly.
That's right, with another pack and another coming out shortly. We've become our own Splice. We've spliced ourselves off of Splice because, frankly, they didn't really make anything in there. So we did that part. So yeah. Have you considered streams for tracking and composition? We haven't, but it would be fun if we do another record like Anyway, where we all live in the same house, to live stream the entire process. I said process now because I'm thinking about this video, and we worked with a Canadian and he says process. Jared Robb. I literally heard him say process 1,000 times, and I was like, that is such a more beautiful pronunciation than process. Process. I love the process of it.
It's a
I love
process.
the process. No, it's a process. It's a process. Let's be real about it. It's an actual process. But it's a beautiful word. Yes. Shout out to the graphic designer, by the way. I wonder who it is. Do you see this little logo down in the corner here of this bat pulsar? The pulsar was made by Simon Wybrey, legend, supermodel. But who put it in that Batman-esque form? Maybe he's in the credits of the music video. I don't know. It could be a guy named Alex. Maybe Alex Friedman did it. Could be him. I'm not sure. Could be Muffins. Maybe he's even in the chat. Could be him. I don't want to blow up his spot or anything like that, or their spot. Whoever it could be. Could be them though.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Not me. So everybody, it's been about a half hour, not even, since this video has been out. We have 1,300 views on this video.
Okay, type.
Which is
Batman.
amazing. That means that everybody who watched it that first time just watched it 2 more times. So if we keep that rate up and everybody just keeps on watching it, we'll be at 1 million views by the morning. So if you guys have your like Boston Dynamics, like Click Robot in your house, set it up while you're asleep and just hit like Apple R or Control R if you have a Mac or Windows like me. And then, yeah, you'll get a lot of views on the video. Please hire a videographer for the tour. Yes, we will. We will record the whole thing.
Sounds good.
Posted to the Batman subreddit. Time to indoctrinate the Batman fans. Vorpin, you are the MVP right now. You are the MVP. Every Batman fan needs to see this video. Because guess what? Batman fans became Batman fans, a lot of them, because of Kiss from a Rose by Seal or by U2's Kiss Me, Kill Me, Thrill Me, whatever. That happened. So these people have been yearning for the Batman movie music video tie-in event of the century. And I think we've just given it to them.
I agree with you, Pete. But you know what? I think we can't post it ourselves in there. I think we need to look natural. You know, we need to be natural.
That's true, James. We can't post it ourselves, so we might need somebody else to do it. Or what we could do is maybe we could have Batman do it. Just a thought.
Batman, if you're
in
on this
here.
stream right now.
Shiny Zenny, any chance we can say hi? We're always saying hi. Yeah, we only charge about $300 for people to say hi to us. And Matty Healy said, what did he say? Yeah, that you have to hand it in cash in person to us now.
Matty Healy said,
I don't know if you saw that, but he said anybody who does like a meet and greet and they charge money for it, they should be required to you have to hand it to the artist in cash while it's happening, which I fully support. So our fee individually is probably at around $300 now, right, Luke?
I mean, right now, yeah. We'll see
Right
what
now,
it's
yeah.
like come September.
Yep. And do you accept PayPal? Because I don't. I like cold hard cash. I like
Cash
the
on the
handshake.
barrelhead.
I like the handshake and the cash. That's how I pay my rent. My Nana loves Batman. She's gonna love this video, I hope. That's the dream. That's the dream. We send it to your Nana. Are we getting a Batmaguchi logo shirt? Just saying, we have Photoshop files. That might be happening.
I want to show up to our shows and see these shirts completely unaffiliated with us. Like, I want that more than anything.
Yeah, I want to see people dressed up as Batman at our shows. Also, people who would not be there otherwise. Yes.
Girlfriends says, check my ass into Arkham Asylum because I'm crazy about the new single.
That's my goat right there.
Yeah. Incredible. AV, we will take Zelle. That is not the same as PayPal. We will take Zelle.
Yeah, we'll take Zelle. We'll take anything that goes into our bank accounts. But me, I'll just take cold hard cash. Thank you very much.
I'll take like patio furniture. I'm looking for some like new patio furniture. So I'll do some trades. Anyone's open.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Andy B
like
asks,
like a lounger.
A lounger?
Yeah, I'll say what up for like a lounger. I'm trying to trade some like goods.
Oh, you're gonna do barter for Meetup?
Yeah.
You're taking the Craigslist free approach?
Yeah, I'm more on the marketplace tip. I'm not really looking for
Facebook
cash.
Marketplace.
So if it has like a kind of like chill lounge patio chair, I'll gladly take that.
Question for Ari. Did you and Poison Ivy get along on set?
I would arguably say no. That was maybe like the most contentious part of set.
She didn't say
I
a lot
like
to you.
Yeah. We're. I feel like we're probably both the same horoscope or something. Like it felt like very like we're like too close to home. Like the way our energy was like locking in. It was like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I see you and me. You see me and you. It's like a little like we're not the north and south pole of a magnet the way it should be.
Right.
There's a little push pull happening there.
Me and Freeze got along amazing. He's giving me a lot of like body training tips for like cold plunge and, you know, building up some muscle. So me and Freeze we're tight. It's awesome.
I think for the record, like I will be really good friends with Poison Ivy down the line. It was more just like on set. It was like, oh, like we're so present right now. Like we need to talk off set a little bit, and just vibe out, see like we need to go to a party together and see if we click.
Straight up. Who in the band would actually live in Gotham? There are so many good questions. I want to answer one more about the record from I Ain't They No More. Loving you guys, going back to the bands that inspired you guys early on. You put me onto Desaparecidos, Pete, and can't thank you enough for that. Desaparecidos, Read Music, Speak Spanish, one of my favorite records of all time. And any punk influences on the new album? Yes, emphatically, yes. This is far and away our punkest record. Like, it's not even...
Primarily.
It's mostly, like, we've been calling it a rock record. It's a punk record. All the singles are the songs that are not punky. Everything that's on the album is, to put it bluntly, it's punk as fuck. It like, we're on the 8-bit punk thing on the other side of the Venn diagram now. It like, if we started as 8-bit punk, this record feels like punk 8-bit, so to speak. Yeah, these songs live, I can't fucking wait is what it comes down to.
I feel like it's like fun and worth saying. It's like so many. I feel like we showed this track to like a handful of people. They're like, "Oh, this is like a wild like Monoguchi version of like a cracked out version of like a hum track."
Yeah, they were saying hum. Yeah,
which is sick because I didn't listen to hum at all. Ever.
Yeah, Arya has never heard hum before. I hadn't heard hum until last year, personally.
Yeah, way deep into that. I was like, oh, it's like gives me like some like hum vibes, and then I started listening to hum, and I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing, like so good.
Yeah, so there are like some cool natural confluences like that. Yeah,
a lot of those.
But yeah, it's funny you mentioned Desaparecidos because yes, hum is also from Urbana. That's correct. Green Day is punk defined. Man, I don't know how many people watched Coachella, but right after Green Day's set, the Misfits went on, and Glenn Danzig started the set by saying, "Are y'all ready for some real punk rock?" And it was so just sick. So you could be like Billy Joe just being like, "Come on, man, come the fuck on!" Like, are you fucking kidding me? So, it's like how many years has it been? And dude was just on stage talking about Palestine. It's like, come on, everybody.
Nah.
Anyways, it's mad funny. Glenn Danzig, funny guy. Have any
Poop
of the
69
released
says,
single?
hey, I just watched the Magnet video. It's very cool. I like the part with George Clooney in it. Thank you, Poop 69.
Thank you, Proof 69. Yeah, the part with George Clooney was thrilling. George was on board.
Great chemistry.
It's a shame that
Straight vibe.
we had to kill off his character in the video, but that's okay. What's it like having your own vocals on the record after like a decade of not? It's actually 2 decades of not. We've been a band for 20 years at this point. It's been that long. Started when I was in high school. Talk Heavy says, "Holy shit, I just watched it." What did you think, Talk Heavy? What did you think about the video? That was one of the best music videos I've seen in a long, long time. Well, dude, thank you so much. So how are you going to deal with the copyright claims? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. There's at least a 90-day grace period, so but we're fine. I'm sure we're fine. Better question: why do you change the logo? That's a great question. We changed the logo because Simon Wybray gave us a logo, and we looked at it and we said, "Yes, we love it. We love it. Love it. Love
Should we
it."
talk about it a bit? Like it's like the
talk
stars are definitely like it's a continuation on like what we call the butterfly logo at the end of Anamanaguchi, where you have like the
That's right.
the smaller oval circle shape and like the small wing and the big wing,
Which George Brower made for us back in the day, back when 20 years ago at this point. Yeah. It had been a butterfly wing, 2 ovals. And now, yeah, these stars that are related in this neat way where there's a big one, a little one, one's up, one's down, there's space between them. I really, really love it. And it's one of those things that you see it and it just says so much. And that's why we didn't ask Simon any questions about it. We were like, yeah. And then he said it's called the double pulsar. I'm like, cool.
That's correct.
And
yes,
then every now and then he just tells us details about it. And I'm just like, awesome. That is really great. I think he came about it by accident. I don't want to steal his thunder. I'd let him. You can ask him about it.
He actually tweeted a little bit ago about this exact thing.
Oh, cool. What did he say?
He posted a picture of the star sheet and said, "See if you can spot the detail Luke noticed that led to the creation of Anamanaguchi's new logo."
Very nice. Very cool.
They posted the original Letraset sheet.
Yeah, Letraset. Exactly. He used, just like we made the record with tape and humans, Simon made the artwork with Letraset primarily. Photoshop was used just like Pro Tools was used on our record, but it's not where we started. And it wasn't where Simon started either. The thing was set on a drafting table. So that's cool. Talk Heavy says, Jared is clearly the perfect person to talk with regarding copyright material, footage, and references. Yes, certainly. And lawyers are even better people to talk to. We've got some good ones. Does Anyway feel like a manifestation of where you saw Anamanaguchi going when you started? I will say yes. Emphatically yes. And this brings me to a question somebody else asked. What was it like working with Dave Fridman? And the answer to that question could be so much longer, but I'll leave it with a short version, which is like, it is literally a dream come true. When Anamanaguchi started 20 years ago, I imagined what it could be like to have the sort of music that I love, this punk music, with these like raw 8-bit video game noisy synthy sounds in it, but like have it sound really rich and distorted and full and cool. And so I tried so many times working with outside producers, like before even going to college. Like I tried recording drums on stuff myself. It just like nothing ever worked when the balance was that way. So we always kept the balance mostly on the chiptune stuff. And as we developed, like we came up with a lot of really, really cool stuff in that way. But when it comes to like the dream drum sound that I always imagined supporting Anamanaguchi arrangements, it's Dave Fridman's drum production. Like literally, that was the original vision. The way that he manages these like fields of distortion, it's beautiful. It's controlled chaos. It's explosive. it's clean at the same time somehow. And it brings out, he's got such a great way of like bringing out the performance in you by like telling you when something's not working. And he won't tell you exactly how to fix it, but he'll be like, well, try something else. Oh, yeah, give it a go. All right, give him hell. And then you record and you see if you like it. And he's like, I think that's pretty good. And it was a dream. It was a dream. So Luke, maybe you could talk a bit about working with Dave, because you were in the center of the room, so to speak. The room sound was built for you.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I definitely I'll get to the emotional aspect of it a little bit down the line.
I like how I said this was the short version, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. We could get really into it if we wanted to. But yeah, I think that it helped. Something worth noting is that like from the time that we started writing these songs, internally we were super deliberate about how we wanted to make them sound, as far as equipment goes, as far as like how to treat these things from just like good source in, good source out. So it started off with like Pete on these hunts for specific speakers and like custom cabs and like the heads to use for specific things. And you know, me looking at like just what kit would like be the one to carry us through everything. And Dave like not only understood all of that, but like, you know, has been in the game long enough that he knows exactly how to handle exactly what we bring to the table. And yeah, it's hard to describe exactly how it was to work with him. He is both very deliberate in terms of like he knows what he is trying to do, but it was also he also knew when to say something was good enough in a way. Like not to say like, you know, oh, that'll do, but like, yeah, we have what we're looking for. Like he also is not super verbose a lot of the time, so we had to learn to like attune to his shorthand a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Like we all four of us grew up with certain records of his. Like I think between each of us, we could each point to a million different things that each of us individually drew from.
Yep.
I've been obsessed with Mogwai and Sparkle Horse for a very long time. So if we're talking about like punk things, like his records that he did with Number Girl and Zazen Boys, like it is. I have been describing it as beyond my wildest dreams. Like not a dream come true, but like something that I didn't think would be possible. So I didn't think to dream about it, and
yeah,
we ended up there. It made me like I don't know if anyone else felt this way, but I tried to be as prepared as possible going in. I was freaked the fuck out by like this first time recording a tape. Like had a lot of studio experience. First time doing that. Like performance had to be on. And it made me like do not just practicing, but like assessing.
Yeah, the idea was do it right the first time and sort of like make it awesome.
Yeah.
Like don't fix it. Like just do it.
Yeah.
And so that was the attitude going in.
The whole studio experience, it felt like we gained a lot in a very short period of time.
Yes. Real quick, Meanderbot says, Magnet rules, dudes. See you in Phoenix. And
let's go.
Thank you so much. And yeah, we'll be touring Chicago. That's people are mentioned here. Yeah. Oh, people are asking about Darcy, and then there are funny answers being given. Yes, correct. Darcy helped us out when we stayed and record the record. I can hear the Mogwai and Nirvana influences in the tracker blend and the compositions without overpowering the Weezer sound in Darcy. I had no idea you guys would take a chance and evolve. Yeah, we you know, we're the kind of people who get quite bored doing the same thing over and over again. We do new things, and then, you know, we love them and we want to keep going. Basically we just are latching onto whatever's exciting to us, all of us, and we keep it popping. And honestly, we've been extremely lucky to do that. I want to say, like, Polyvinyl have been amazing throughout all of this. They like really, really trust us. It's not a lot of labels that when you say, yeah, we have this idea for a Batman music video where, yeah, you know, like we're running around and, you know, maybe there's like Batman footage, you know. So they just absolutely killed it in terms of like giving us the freedom to make something new, really, which is our goal. We want to make stuff that feels new, that hasn't been done before, that gives respect to the stuff that we love and points to stuff that we want to see, I think. And the best way to see it is to do it. And so that's what we did. Like I said, we love this album. It's our punkest record ever so far. It's primarily a punk record, like Ari said. Magnet is a hint of how hard we go. There, I'd say we go a little harder in certain parts. It happens. And we certainly go faster, which is fun. Big RIP both to Joel Schumacher and to Val Kilmer, by the way. Lost
Real
two
shit.
legends. The Joel Schumacher Batman films never really got their stripes. They are fabulous. They are really great. And we love them. Someone said spoiler alert? Not sure what for, but either way.
For the new Batman movie that we're in.
For the new Batman. Oh, dude, I love the new Batman. The Batman. Honestly, I don't think any of this would have happened unless I saw the new The Batman and really legitimately loved it. I thought it was a really exciting new move for Batman. It was surprising. Prince Charmander just bought tickets for St. Louis. Can't wait. Woo! That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you there. I'm really stoked. Dude, St. Louis is where we found a Batman. There's like a Batman that we've been talking to, and he's in St. Louis. There's a true Batman out there.
There's a St. Louis Batman, and he's ready to show you what's next.
Exactly. So I think we'll probably hop off here soonish. Maybe in let's give it till 9 o'clock. Oh, my mom's in the chat. Glad I didn't leave yet. She says, loved this. Thanks, Mom.
Let's go, Tracy.
Thank you, Mom. We haven't talked much about the music video. Let's do a watch of it. Yeah? Why don't we do that right now?
Sure. Yeah, do some live commentary.
Yeah, we have to do that before we go. All right, everybody. I'm going to be watching this. Let me know if you can hear this.
Okay, type
Can you hear
Batman
that?
movie
Whoever's
Is
the
that
music
loud?
supervisor
Music.
on last Batman.
people.
Is this how people usually get songs in movies?
Dude, it doesn't matter. We made the perfect Batman
Can you
song.
see it and
Well, I
hear it?
feel like
Because
this
I
is-
can't
No,
see
no,
it.
no. We have to strike
At
while
all.
the iron is hot, and they're making more Batman
We can
movies
hear it.
all the time.
I'm pausing it real quick. We can hear but not see. So you're just like me for real. Okay. Very bizarre.
Okay, type Batman movie.
Whoever's the music
Okay. We can't see it. See, Streamlabs is quite mysterious to me. So I'm going to fix this real quick. We say there it is, but it's only there when I can see it, and I can't see the chat when that happens. That's okay. I'm just gonna click this and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna just like talk.
Okay,
Okay.
type
Yeah.
Batman movie.
whoever's the music supervisor
Music.
on last
Okay, so this is important. We decided early on that we were gonna start this music video in the same exact room as the Darcy music video, which let me pull that up. Yeah, the Darcy music video is here on our YouTube page. It's a really sick video. There's the house. That's the American Football House. There's James. That's me. That's Ari. That's a skull guitar that we found in Elkin, Illinois. And that's Luke. And there's the house. And here's the room. So I just want to show you the room. That's the room. We moved the couch out. Oh, wait. I have to show you something. Yeah. Little Easter egg. There's Batman Forever.
Yeah, we actually have been kind of ready for that one.
Yeah, we knew what we came here to do. There's Batman Forever, the novelization, I might add. That's not the movie. That's the novelization of Batman Forever. It's actually, there's a lot of Batman there.
There's a fuck ton. Oh, your
Batman
father's in the
Begins,
chat also.
The Dark
Pete.
Knight book, graphic novel. Yeah, so we've thought about this for a while. But yeah, so that's the same room. That's the amp. I'm wearing the same shirt. So is Ari. We're wearing the same clothes. We wanted to feel like it was like the next day, or like we had just finished doing Darcy.
I mean,
it's time.
it was the next day. It literally
Oh
was the
wait, yeah,
next day.
literally
Yeah,
was the next
it was
day.
actually. Yeah.
It was the next day, and we wanted it to feel like that, like we were wearing the same clothes the next day. So,
Last Batman.
People.
Is
yeah, so we had this idea. Jared told us, like, yeah, why don't you guys like crowd around a laptop and try and figure out how to get your music in the Batman movie?
this how people usually get songs in movies?
Dude,
So he told us, don't research anything, just let it happen. Just like, you know, do like you would do where you like, you're trying to figure out how to get in the next Batman movie. So every thing here you're seeing is 100% genuine from each of us, including this Google result: music that deeply touched me, the Batman
The
soundtrack.
Batman soundtrack.
Well, the thing is, of course, it touched you because it was written by Michael Giacchino, and if you haven't heard the Ratatouille score, then you haven't lived.
it doesn't matter.
So-
We made the perfect
True.
Batman song.
Well, I feel like this is
No. We have to strike while
So I love the idea of me bullying Luke into being like, no, dude, it's Batman. We gotta be all in on this, and it's very silly. This is a comic that Luke found at the same bookstore. It's not a VHS. It is a comic novelization, a graphic novelization, you might say, of Batman and Robin, the 1997 Schumacher film.
the iron is hot.
It's a
and
great
they're making more
novelization.
Batman movies.
Yeah.
And got the M8 in the background. Which is
The M8 is there? I actually didn't even
we have to
notice
strike
that. Yeah, that's the M8. That's right. That's the M8.
Yeah.
All the iron
Those are the glasses that James
is
wears
hot,
in the
and
Darcy
they're
video.
making more Batman movies.
Well, I think there's a frame of Joker in here. I think. Let me go back. Yeah, the first frame.
That's so funny.
That's right.
I
The-
never noticed that.
Yeah. The first frame has Joker in it. Because this actually is the
They're
company.
making more
This is
Batman
the real
movies all
company
the
that
time.
did. We searched it, and they did Batman. Of course, they probably do Joker too. So, this is a real genuine moment.
Holy shit!
We actually did know a guy who worked for the company that picks the music. for the Batman movie.
the music for the Batman.
Yeah, no, that is not an acted reaction. We stumbled upon this in our unrehearsed searching.
We tried to fake it. We tried to fake it afterwards. We tried to be like, oh, whoa, we know the guy. And we wound up using the actual take where it was like, holy shit. Because we all know him. We're just
Yeah.
scrolling the page. We saw the guy that's the Batman guy. And then it was like, are you fucking kidding? I think the next thing that we say is, are you fucking kidding me? Are you shitting me? And so
Yeah.
we this is the best part, is this phone call is genuine. We called him. We called our friend and we said, like, dude, do you know, I actually had to leave him a voicemail because he didn't answer. It was Greek Easter, I'm pretty sure. It was like the day
That's correct.
we
yeah.
filmed this the day after Easter, something like that. And so
day before.
yeah, Easter and Greek Easter, it was all the same day. It was a brand new Easter. So we we were on the phone, and yeah, I left a voicemail that is probably the weirdest voicemail I've ever left in my life, because I was sort of in character. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna send you a video. It's Batman related. I'm with the guys. So yeah, call me when you get this. And I hung up, and I was like, oh my God, the dude's actually going to think I've lost my fucking mind. Because like, I had that voicemail. I hope I have it recorded for sure. Because yeah, of course we filmed it. Jared filmed it. So, yeah.
You know the Batman music people, right?
So yeah, you know the Batman music people. Yeah, and he actually did. He does know the Batman music people.
So
So-
you must have his email address, right? Like,
Yeah, I got his email.
Okay.
Make sure, make
So
sure.
dark greetings. This is I didn't realize we were going so deep on this, but we really should just go this deep. When will we get the chance to do this? Dark Greetings has some lore to it, right? Lore, right, James?
James is muted.
James is muted. But
Sorry, took a while to find that mic button.
But yes, there is
I actually
lore
don't
behind
remember
Dark Greetings.
I don't remember where Dark Greetings came from, but it's just been kind of ingrained in my brain since high school, probably.
Yeah. And so
Is
we
there a
figured.
specific origin that you're calling for?
I don't know. I have a feeling. I have a recollection of you guys, Death by Wallace. Who, by the way, you guys have a song called "Wanna Be Batman," which is amazing. It's one of your greatest songs.
That is true.
I remember
And it's
receiving.
a Council Silence.
That's right. I remember seeing a MySpace bulletin from you guys that was like a communique from Death by Wallace, and I don't know if you guys used Dark Greetings in it, but yeah, I remember that phrase from somewhere. So we figured that's the right time to use Dark Greetings.
Oh yeah, I sent yesterday.
We got to be on the
I
next
think we should
Batman
watch it one more
soundtrack.
time.
Send the video. I almost don't want to
More
blow
time
up this
before
guy's
sending
spot,
it.
but
Okay.
the
this
guy
is
who
really,
no, I'm not going to do anything. Okay.
Yeah, let's watch
So-
it to make sure.
All right. Yeah, let it rip.
Okay, we're sending the video. And we haven't even started yet. So, yeah. Jared was like, you should... We talked about putting like a little screener thing, like for your consideration, do not circulate. Like, the idea is we're sending this to the Batman people. So, the band... Like, here's the idea. One of the greatest things that could happen to your band is to get picked for, a movie tie-in music video. That's kind of like the ultimate dream. So this
Kinda
is our
maybe, yeah.
chance at the big time, right? So we're putting our best foot forward. We're making this video. It's our sponsor me skate tape, and so that's what's going on here. And yeah, so Magnet. Oh God, wait, I just skipped over some amazing shit. It's so good that you take it for granted. Alex Friedman, Muffins, made this perfect copy of the Batman Forever opening with the font and the
Unreal.
glowing title card stuff. All this stuff was done physically back in the day, 100%. So yeah, it's beautiful.
Ed Berkman in chat says, "I'm Batman." Thank you, Ed Berkman.
That's my dad. If my dad is Batman, I don't know what that makes me. Maybe son of
Who's
Batman.
to say?
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, this is the Suzuki Samurai. Okay, there's some Easter eggs here already. We replaced some of the logos in Gotham Square. This is our NHX fake company logo. There's a Dad's Fun Zone from the Meow music video over here. We replaced one of their logos. And here, Anna Monoguchi has an ad for Anyway. That's the American Football House. And we have this obnoxious Gotham Square ad promoting our album that Batman drives through as he gets his mission done for the day. So he's zooming. Bruce Wayne is on his way, and so are we. Luke sees something. And there's the bat. This sequence is 1-to-1 to what I saw when I first heard the song. 1-to-1. I heard that rev up sound in Ari's track, and I was like, it's this. We have to talk about this. This doesn't happen without a lot of love and a lot of friendship and excitement. So we recorded this music video in what is a decommissioned Air Force base. I think it's one of the biggest Air Force bases in the country. It's no longer an Air Force base.
When it was active, yeah.
When it was active, which was a long time ago. It had been abandoned for a long time, and it's just now opened for film. It's called Flyover Studios. And we scouted the location, and when Jared Robb saw this spot, he was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be fine. This is Batman. This is Batman right here. So just look at this. This is what it was. This is not CGI. This is the room. Real quick shout out though to the color grading from Connor Fisher. Connor is first of all, I didn't know this, but when we had our meeting talking about the color grading, he's a big Batman fan. So he was he came into this fully prepared. He was like, "Oh, Schumacher Blues from Batman and Robin? Yeah, I know, I got you." that dark purple. You got Batman gliding. Look at this beautiful purple Gibson SG, which was given to us by the Upper Bout in Champaign, Illinois, the guitar shop right next to Polyvinyl.
Which I damaged, and I feel really bad about. I hit Luke's cymbal with that guitar.
Luke's cymbal with it, but the guy,
it happens.
It happens. The guy at the Upper Bout, he inspected the damage, says, "Well, at least it was an Epiphone. If you picked a really good guitar to hit with this." So, and it was used, by the way.
I honestly was hoping that I would just keep that guitar. I was like definitely waiting for them to be like, "Oh no, you can't return it. You get the purple guitar." And I'm like, "Sick. Let's go."
Yeah, you break it, you keep it. Yeah. This is Nicole Kidman. She's very famous.
Mhm.
Was my bass and Ari's guitar the only two damaged guitars in the music video shoot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the only two that took.
I
that
actually
took
have your
damage.
Schecter bass in here.
I know.
I'm pretty sure.
We had to keep the Schecter.
We had to keep the Schecter because you busted that thing. There might even be footage of it in the video. We might have cut that in. Look at this, dude. We're jumping.
I feel like between the Darcy video and the Batman video, we have like a lot of extra guitars that we're hoarding right now.
That's right. We are hoarding so much
anyone
gear.
needs guitars. We got guitars. We got
Speaking of,
guitars.
look at Luke's drums here. Do you see this translucent green that's coming through in this image? That is the actual real look of the drum kit. It is a translucent green acrylic kit. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Custom acrylic kit loaned by a good friend of the band and the label, Carl. Thank you, Carl.
Carl the Legend.
Big
Gay
ups,
Meet
Carl.
Carl on Instagram. Dude, look at that. We're jumping. It's so sick. Mr. Freeze, that's my friend. Okay. I like how I'm doing BTS on the Batman footage, but I just love this shot. This is what it's all about to me. Okay, these sparks were real. This is why we needed to get into this discussion.
I can't wait to post the BTS of the Sparks. I got the fire footage.
Real
of that
shit.
one.
Wait, Ryan Sands? The Ryan Sands? Hello. Also, hi, Janelle. Hi, Janelle. Amazing.
Hello, Janelle.
Good to see you.
Oh, also, Fantasy Love. Yes, Jim Carrey, Riddler Green. You get it.
Jim Carrey,
know.
Riddler Green. Correct. And yes, the end is the beginning is the end, truly. And the beginning is the end is the beginning as well, in corollary. These sparks are real. We've been too long into this breakdown without having mentioned the real MVP, a guy named Malcolm McKenzie. He is the production
Big ups,
designer. Malcolm McKenzie.
Greatest ever do it.
I met him the same night that I met Jared when I went to go see the Nirvana the Band the Show, the movie at South by Southwest, and we drove him around, and he was telling us about the make of certain props for the Nirvana the Band film, and I just was like, is there anything this guy can't do? He seems so capable. He's so generous, so nice, so friendly, so funny. And I was like, first of all, this guy needs to meet James, who is our resident technical man. And yeah, we just ran such a tight ship here, like just such a tight crew. And Malcolm was the go-to guy for everything. These sparks, we were like, how do we get sparks? Because Jared was like, it seems like in all this Batman footage, everything is sparking all the time. So we're going to need a way to get some dry sparks going. And Malcolm came up with some really great ideas for it that we'll get to as we see more sparks. Look at this. This is not CGI. This is real. So his method, we have footage of this that is really amazing. He stood atop this ladder and spun steel wool in a little metal ball and lit it on fire. And he ignited this little thing and spun this thing like a giant gauntlet in the air, or a mace in the air, like boom, 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 boom. And it would rain sparks in 360 directions. And we'd have to capture the time just right.
And we kept lighting shit on fire. Like
we kept
every time
lighting shit on fire
finished the scene,
nonstop.
like, oh, something else is on fire. Like, someone go watch that.
Yes. Somebody
we
make
didn't
sure.
have like we didn't have the full Batman tier production of having like the fireman safety team ready to watch the sparks, so we had to do a lot of.
But we did have fire extinguishers and people ready to
Yeah.
go.
a lot of self-extinguishing.
Self-extinguishing was happening. But yeah, Bane. See, look at all this. Bane is moving the fucking bat signal. So guess what? We're there. So yeah, there's got to be sparks. Mr. Freeze. This is one of my favorite shots. I believe that is baked potato. That is Malcolm's snow of choice. Is baked potato raining down on me. And yeah, I'm getting hit by the freeze ray. The Mr. Freeze ray, and then Ari has this exchange with Poison Ivy, who she was very, very mean on. I wouldn't say she was mean on set. She was cold, but you guys just didn't get along. She was really nice to me. She it was a good presence.
I don't know who was colder.
You might have been colder.
Yeah, TBH.
Yeah. I love this shot of the penguin.
Single shot.
But what I love about it is like we've been doing all this matching with our footage and their footage, but in this moment, we're kind of matching footage from a completely unrelated movie, Batman Returns. It's almost like he's watching with them in the Batcave. Like they're almost together. And they're watching me sing on the Bat computer. And this is our singing debut for this song. We've already sung on Darcy, but this is a different kind altogether. Okay. I hate to pause this so many times, but when I met Jared and explained this general idea for the music video, the first thing he said, he's like, so we'd basically have footage of like Bruce Wayne and you meet his eye line and you're like, are you down? And like, and this is one of my favorite shots in the video. He nods. Catwoman from 2022, Mr. Freeze says no. And then Keaton even thinks that we're cool. He's like, who are these guys? Pretty exciting.
Yeah, he's impressed.
Yeah. Drive, show the car. Show a little villains. Get it exciting. And then, dude, this explosion. It's so fucking raw. What more can you say? Now it's got everything. You got the sparks, you got Batman, but we have to pause right here because we rained down glass onto Luke and Carl's drum set. This fucking shot. This is what the music video tie-ins are all about. Also, James in the background, if you missed it. I'm gonna play this in slow-mo.
Ruined Carl's drum kit. Sugar glass is the worst substance in the universe.
Dude, the James in the background, though, is maybe one of the most secret fire shots in this video.
Look at
James
this.
hitting the water up.
Nobody asked James to do this. He just decided. We're watching this in super slow-mo. We'll get there soon, I promise. Okay, turning the volume down. Yeah, so Sugar Glass, James with the MVP moment. Amazing.
It's so perfectly timed and so missable.
Watching it again. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
I'm resisting the urge to sing along because it would just be my own voice. This
That's
shot
one
is
of my
so
favorite
raw,
parts.
dude. I think we're getting to maybe my favorite part of the video, which is the second verse.
Yeah.
I also love the idea of Jim Carrey like draining us of our musical powers, or like maybe hijacking our musical powers. He's like, haha, now I'm getting all of them. I'm getting Hanamaguchi straight to my brain.
Soon I will be in the band.
So there's a serious question here, which is like, what is happening in this music video? There seems to be like a plot. I hope somebody figures out someday. Gay Meat Carl, what's up? Yo, how you doing?
Oh,
Thanks for the drums. They are so beautiful. And so Jim Carrey is quite pleased with his having kidnapped the band. I think that's what kind of happens here. And then they're trying to follow the clues. Like, how do we get Hanamaguchi back? Maybe is what's happening. Then maybe he's remembering what it was like when we were driving in the beginning of the video. And then Alfred is a big Anamanaguchi fan, and he shares this with this Alfred and that Batman. And then Kilmer studies the desk where he discovers his own collection of Batman CDs from his girlfriend. And then we find Catwoman on our way to band practice. I just, I can't speak about how much I love this. Like, but yeah, I feel like there's like a plot going on here. So, and then all the Batmans convene because we're in the Penguins concert hall in the 2022 Batman, and that's why the Penguin's smiling with the cage. I'm making all this up. But so the Riddler's defeated there, but now they got to stop the Penguin. And so the Riddler's captured, but now he's going up. Okay. I sped over something really important. James has another standout moment here. Let's not take for granted James running full tilt. You can tell when someone's not running full tilt, like you have to speed the footage up and it doesn't look great.
This is a Tom Cruise run.
This is a Tom Cruise run. James is outfitted in this jumpsuit. Jared, when we got to set this day, Jared said, "Which one of you is the most athletic?" And everybody pointed to James, including himself. And he was right. I cannot stress enough, when Jared said action, he had lit the scene Schumacher style with these blues and these oranges. And he said action. And we see James run full tilt like this. He ran the whole distance. I fucking burst out laughing to the point of tears. It was fucking incredible.
Well, Pete, you're leaving out the fact that how much Taco Bell we ate for quote unquote lunch. Right
This was the first thing that we did after we broke for
Yeah.
lunch. We ate. How many burritos did you have, James?
I don't know. Too
It was
many.
actually
It was a
Yeah, this
long
being
time
filmed
since
at
we had
1 in
eaten
the
before
morning
that.
also.
Oh yeah, it was brutal. And then I'm sure you'll get to it, but when we were running up the stairs, we had to do like, I don't know, 15 takes of that.
Well,
Real-
it was less than 15, but it might have
quick.
felt like 15
I like
with the
it.
Taco Bell multiplier.
Real quick, we have multiple people asking about the desk shot specifically.
We will get to the desk shot, but what I need to
Okay.
happen first is somebody in the chat mentioned that we need everybody who's watching the stream to like the stream, because I think we'll leave this up, right? That will be a fun
Sure.
thing for people to have. So yeah, like the stream. People will, and while you're at it, if you haven't gone to the music video and liked it, go over to the music video, give it a quick like, say something in the comments, and post it, share it with people. That's always a fun thing to do. If you haven't done that yet, I assume you have, because y'all are the best. The video has been up for an hour and it has 2,000 views. That's absolutely amazing. So, okay. So James had just finished eating Taco Bell. Perfect. And James, yes, this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-story climb that you did multiple times.
Dude, it was at least 20 stories.
It's at least 20 stories.
It
with
was
the
definitely
multiplier.
it was like a 1-to-1 burrito just story for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Rantoul Taco Bell, says Michael, and he's absolutely right. And Michael,
Bullshit.
who actually did that run. So James might have done the run to the tower, but Michael did the run to the Taco Bell. So, we're all champions.
Michael ran, make a run for the border. Is that still chill these days?
It's probably not chill these days, but they used to say that. Taco Bell used to like saying that.
Oh, fucked.
So what I love about this is, real quick, we're gonna watch this again. He runs. Jackson signal goes out. Batman sees it, and then we go into Bat Vision of the Nolan world. This is the only sighting of the Nolan Bat, really. And I get the sense that this Nolan Bat in lore mode, maybe he's the villain. Maybe this isn't the real Batman. Maybe he's like, someone's trying to signal Batman. I don't like this. And then we zoom in, and yes, it's James running up the tower, and who's that? Maybe it's us. And then we have the kidnapped Anamanaguchi playing in the Penguin's lair. And Mr. Freeze says bye-bye because it's over for Batman. But little does he know that the real James has fired the signal. And who catches it? But Batman. And Kilmer gives the thumbs up, and all is right with the world. Pattinson reawakens, and and all the villains lose, and Catwoman gets kissed, and this is the ending to Batman and Robin 1997, where Luke, I want you to explain the plot point of the ending of Batman 1997. Also, R.I.P. Val Kilmer. We're gonna pause on Val real quick, because this is what the video is all about. The signal's received. Kilmer sees James playing the bass, and you know what? He's down. Kilmer loves it, and he goes off into the night. We're going back. We're going back to Kilmer. Yes. Yes, indeed. So now back to the ending of Batman and Robin. Luke, I would love it if you could explain.
Absolutely. Well, as we know, Mr. Freeze is the main antagonist, or one of the dual antagonists of Batman and Robin. He has taken a ray that is meant to beam solar energy to the world, developed by the Wayne Foundation, but he has reverse engineered it in a way to have it beam ice and turn Gotham City into in ice hell, as it were. But computer genius Batgirl, she's
Alicia
going to
Silverstone.
school. She's Alicia Silverstone. She's going to college for computers. Knows how to reverse engineer it and tap into the satellite organization that Wayne Enterprises also made in order to beam sunlight down and reverse the effects of the freeze ray.
Yeah, but there's a problem, because Robin goes, how are we going to stop this? Because it's nighttime. Where's the sun? We're screwed. You know, there's no way that we'll be able to save these people.
Well, this is where the satellite network comes in, because she's able to reprogram the satellite networks to beam all of this concentrated satellite directly to Gotham City. So it's not just satellite sunlight.
Guess what? It's daytime in Africa is what it comes down to.
Daytime in the Congo.
It's daytime in the Congo. They redirect the satellites from the Congo.
From Africa to Gotham City and unthaw it.
Yes.
In a matter of
That's what
minutes.
actually happens.
Yeah.
So, freezes the town, but he gets stopped.
Fuck that
And
guy.
I need to shout out Eric Epstein. Look at this. This is one of the only CG shots in the video. I asked Eric, can you make it look like these sunbeams are coming through the window? He said, yeah. And he did it.
Which, by the way, the fog is all real.
The fog is all real.
practical otherwise. The only thing CG is that light beam.
Eric is one of the...
But yeah, I mean, it was the dirt bike track.
That's right. It's a dirt bike track. Yes. Dude, Eric Epstein is so unbelievably talented. Oh wait, dude, I've taken so much for granted. Malcolm McKenzie, and we'll go back to the Kilmer table. You know, this bat signal is so convincing that that's the thing about effects, is they can be so convincing that you don't notice them. I'm just like, yeah, that's James in front of the bat signal. Guess what? That had to be made by somebody, you know, and it was made by Malcolm McKenzie. He fabbed this thing over the course of a couple days, and it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful functioning bat signal.
It's like a very fucked up rainstorm. It's like full thunderstorms in Champaign or in Urbana.
That's right.
When that was happening.
We had to bring this thing up that structure that you saw James run up. This big bat signal had to make its way up there too. And Malcolm did that as well. He not only built the dang thing, but I also skipped over something really important, which I kind of skip over in the cut too. It's not in there, right? This detail that James, nobody asked him to do this. James, we are up 5 stories here. And James does this maneuver that you kind of don't see. There is no protection here, James.
You're 1-to-1 with the fence.
You are
fueled by Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Feed the
Groggy
beats
from Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, if you're listening, you did not give us your Feed the Beat program this year. We're alumni.
We'll get
we
back to
deserve
your
it.
good graces someday.
Yes, but look at this. So James decided that he was going to do this stunt maybe 5 times. We'll release the BTS someday of James doing this ridiculous stunt. But that is just a completely convincing bat signal. It's beautiful. So back to the this ending here, where we have these beautiful rays and us standing. And I love this shot from the movie. It had to be the last shot. I had it in there, you know, it was there early, and Ari was like, that is such good energy for the end of the song. And I was like, yeah, it totally is. Beautiful. In fact,
Still is.
Yeah.
It's actually really good.
it's actually really good.
So stupid.
So I need to mention this. Oh, by the way, we're watching Cops on Tubi, which is a line in the Darcy song as well.
Oh yeah, that's another.
So we found that Batman, those Batman glasses were right outside of Champaign in a gas station, because Luke and I did the drive up from Texas, and we found these ridiculous Batman shades. And it was great because originally we were like, oh, one of us is going to be Batman in the music video. So they'll also give us a good sense of like who would make the best Batman. Because originally we just assumed James would be Batman because he's the most athletic, so to speak. We all tried the Batman stuff on, but literally the second that Luke put it on, like, I just looked at them and was like, you have the look. Like, I'm convinced. Like,
It's a specific jaw. It's the Batman jaw. It's beautiful.
yeah,
Something like that.
it's beautiful. It just like Luke, they wear it so well. It fits the face quite nice. Luke Wayne, perhaps.
Could be.
Oh, and here's the Magnet
Check
Post show. Wow, that's where we are right now. And that's me in the Riddler lair. So again, I would love for people to try and figure out the plot of this music video. I know there's something in the subconscious that made its way through. I have no idea what it actually is, but oh, Darcy is here. Wow. Hi, Darcy.
Oh shit.
She says, great
Actual
commentary,
greatest of all
guys.
time.
Oh, that's awesome. What's up?
Darcy, you rock.
Yay. Great to see ya. Man, I miss everybody in Champaign,
Big up
Urbana
Darcy.
so much. I cannot wait to come back. Yes, that is the Darcy. And you can tell with the genuine IE. When we wrote the song, we initially misspelled it because we had never seen it written. We'd only heard her name spoken. So we just assumed it was with a Y. We were like, no, it's IE. And we're like, okay. So the song is IE as well because it is about Darcy. So there you go. That's so cool. Thanks for being here. Shouts out to the whole fam. And as Bobby Dog says, you're a real one. I'm so sorry for that, but it's true. You are a real one. And yes, thank you, Darcy. And oh, everybody's saying it. That's so cool. Yeah.
So sick.
Big ups. So I really can't state again how lucky I feel that we were able to make this music video. Like, watching it again, I want to watch it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what an effort. I want to go through the credits, honestly, because like we need to shout everybody out. The team was so small. Oh my God, Caitlin. There's so much work that you just take for granted. Like, Caitlin McMullen styled us. Look at this jacket that this thing Ari's wearing in his encounter with Poison Ivy. Look at that. Like, you don't just come upon these things in the thrift shop. You have to have the talent of a Caitlin McMullen, to have the eye, to know where to go, to see the task and to make it happen. It's fucking gorgeous. This like translucent, like semi-leather, it's not translucent, but this like reflective thing I'm wearing. Caitlin was also very strict. She said, in your exchange with Pattinson and Clooney, you need to wear this jacket. And I'm glad she said that I need to wear this jacket because it really does beautiful things for my shoulders. And I'm up against some Hollywood hunks here, so it's my big moment. You can see that jacket in better detail in the Catwoman drive-by shot, where some cool details are revealed about it. has all these combs hanging off of it. They're like safety pinned to the jacket. Like look at what's amazing. It's in here for like a couple frames. 1, 2, 3 combs. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And
but it was Batman's here. I feel like the way we did everything was kind of like this has to like meet the Batman standards. I feel like
yes,
like we're definitely not trying to make like any jokes out of it or anything. Like it was definitely
That's
trying
right.
to be like this has to meet the standards of like it could be a Batman music video tie-in.
yeah. There's a bar to hit on every level.
Yeah, and like one day, like if it makes the new Batman movie, great. But the larger goal was like kind of like this level of detail needs to happen. We need all the people like being like this has to be like on the level of like a music video movie tie-in scale.
Right. And
which like, killed it.
I want to talk about this shot a bit because somebody brought this up. This sequence. Magnet was a 2-day shoot. Darcy was a 1-day shoot. After day 1 of Magnet, I was the first to wake up in the house, and I went to the main room, and I realized Jared walked out as soon as he heard that I was awake, and we sat in the living room together, and we spoke a bit, and I was like, you know, as I was going to sleep last night, I couldn't help but think about that shot that we were talking about of Val Kilmer in Batman Forever going through the table. And like he's got in the actual movie, there's like all these, you know, they go to the insert of all of these props. And what's on the desk is like Time Magazine, Batman, you know, like, is he crazy? All these like sort of psychological profiles of Batman from Nicole Kidman character. Her, she's a psychologist. So they're all on her desk and she is obsessed with Batman. So Jared had the idea of like, we should replace that stuff with like your band's merch. Do you have merch on you guys? And we're like, our record label is right here. The warehouse polyvinyl is there. We could pull anything. So I loved this idea so much. So we went to the coffee shop and I sat with Jared. This is Ari's hand. We cut from Kilmer to Ari. We matched the shot exactly.
R.I.P. Kilmer. I had the most Kilmer hands.
R.I.P. Kilmer.
Everybody on set agreed that Ari had the most Kilmer hands. I believe it was Jen. Jen had the initial thought, but nobody protested. Everybody agreed. So Jared and I sat in a coffee shop and in Urbana, and we made all of these files. The Psychology Today, the Time Magazine cover, this little wallet-sized photo, this shot. We filled out this schizophrenia diagnosis form. We had to give Batman a social security number. They had this old computer there in at the shop. Okay. Also, this is how you know that Connor Fisher was tapped into Batman. We Jared and I were explaining this shot to Connor. It's like we really have to get it right. There's a shot in Batman Forever where Val Kilmer is thumbing through files on Nicole Kidman's desk, and he goes, "I know the shot." We're like, "Okay, no, we're good. We're totally fine. Yeah, we don't have to have this discussion anymore. We're covered." So, yeah, that was a beautiful thing. If you ever need a colorist, Connor is your guy. If you ever need a Batman colorist, Connor is your guy. So, God, there's just so much to love here. So, yeah, I mean, I do want to give a quick shout out to some other names on here, which include Cal Kosis, who is a Champaign, I believe, native, and he was the first AC, like the guy who helps the cameraman get their focus and stuff. Turns out he's an incredibly talented cinematographer on his own right. It's absolutely insane. And the gaffer, Rick, was a true legend as well, carrying a bunch of lights, moving a bunch of stuff. We had a killer team on this. And Anna Longworth, who shot the album cover, another Champaign Urbana homie, she She filmed that shot. She was the second camera on
Okay,
this
type
T-Doc sequence.
Batman movie.
Whoever's the music supervisor.
Music
on last
and
Batman.
people.
and yeah,
Is this how people
so a lot of people went into this thing. So, guys, live, why don't we DM Discussing Film and tell them about this music video? Because it seems like a motion picture event. Maybe we'll do that right after the stream is done.
Yeah, we'll hit them post stream.
Exactly. So everybody, that's everybody who worked on this music video. Well, you have Micah, who did the audio mix in the beginning, and yeah. So Corey Schmitz did the NHX logo. And again, the dads, getting able to use the Dad's Fun Zone logo. It's the smallest possible Easter egg, but I really felt like it's those little touches that make things feel good, you know? And Eric Epstein, he was like, that's easy. And he did it. And it's right there. And it looks fucking perfect to me. So
Who, by the way, Ace, I know you're asking about the sonar effect. That was also an Eric Epstein. He just did
Eric
it.
Epstein
He
did
did the shit.
did that effect. Not only did he do that effect, but he's like, yeah, I actually have thought about that effect a lot in the past, and here's a video of the firm that made it. It's really cool. They also did stuff for Speed Racer. And I'm like, you are just this is a beautiful thing that you are so fucking dialed in, and we get to enjoy your talent. And I it's just not the same without that level of detail. So huge shouts to all the work that Eric and Muffins, in fact, Alex Friedman did on effect stuff.
Something that carries through everything we've done for this record. We have done our best to, like, if we have an idea of something we want, we have just straight up surrounded ourselves with people who pay attention to that kind of thing. Dave Friedman, Eric Epstein, Muffins, like everyone who's been a part of it, Simon Wybray, like
Simon
people
Wybray.
are just as dedicated to making.
You know who we haven't mentioned? We haven't
truest
mentioned
possible
Casey.
version.
We haven't mentioned Casey Diorio, who did the vocal engineering for this.
We should.
So we recorded the vocals not with Dave, but we recorded them in Dallas so that we could be close to where I live and get comfy. So we all came down here and we recorded the vocals here with this guy who I met just like online. I searched him out. His name is Casey Diorio. Like, we just shared all the same like rock references. He was like, you guys want to make a record like that? People haven't done this in a long time. I grew up making these records. I made my career making these kinds of records, and this is what I like doing. And people don't do it this way anymore. So let's do this. And we did. So yeah, we had so much fun working with Casey, and yeah, we got him popping in the credits as well. So, but like you said, Luke, everybody, there's just like a level of like love of the game, love of the art that just shines through all this stuff, like I think you said.
Hell yeah.
Somebody said Batsune nipples. Thank you, Charles Boynton. You're a genius.
Thank you, Doctor.
So I think now that we've completed this commentary run of the video, why don't we should call it, I think. Matthew Diorio.
Yeah.
He has a nice last name. No relation, by the way.
I was wondering about that. I didn't want to call attention to it if I was wrong, but I was curious.
So
yeah, thank y'all. Shit.
yeah, we've been here for an hour and a half. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us. It's so special, so amazing to be able to share this music video with you guys. Once again, a massive thank you to everybody who worked on this video. We want to thank Polyvinyl for making this video with us. We want to thank all of you for watching it. We want to thank all of you for sharing it. And we couldn't be more stoked about it. And hopefully we wake up to emails tomorrow morning, and we'll only give it tomorrow morning, where Warner Brothers says, congratulations, welcome to Batman. You know, we're expecting a quick reply, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're into it.
The ball's in their
I'm
court.
ready for good news.
So
And honestly, more importantly, if this track doesn't make it into the next Batman, I hope that at the very least there'll be many more big movie music video tie-ins. After
Yes,
this.
Ari, that's a
Yeah.
great
Like, down-
point.
Down to take the hit on this one. Like maybe we push the envelope a little too much by forcing ourselves in there. That's fine. The end goal is like, let's bring back the music video tie-in if it has to come back.
Well, guess what? If you want to explore the world of the music video tie-in, there's a great way to do that. In fact, you can check out the official movie music video tie-in playlist that we've made. It's the official one. Let me find the link for that.
Because no one else has done it. So it's
No one else has
official.
done it. So ours is the official one. And what's funny is I don't know if you can change the order of playlists. Are you allowed to do that?
Don't know.
Because we got to make our music video the first one on it. So that's so obviously the answer. So we've just published it. Oh, yeah, good. It's number one. It's number one. Okay, great. Simon Wybray! Hey, Simon. Great to see you here.
Hell yeah.
Yippee. If you want to watch... Oh, that's the studio link. Ignore that one. That link won't work at all. But what will work is when I go to the actual playlist page. View on YouTube. Okay, here's the playlist. Oh, this looks beautiful. It's 30 videos. A lot of good ones on there. It goes from Magnet to Kiss from a Rose to Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Honestly, we could do another stream where we just watch a lot of those videos. I have a lot to say about a lot of these videos.
Like, send us more if we're missing some. I feel
Yeah,
like
send
that's
us
like
some if we're missing them. Tweet at us,
Yeah.
send us messages on Instagram, send us an email. Just give us videos. Wait, we have more. There's more to talk about later in the week, but we have another playlist too. We have a playlist of Batman music that we've been working on that we are going to open up to the pit. Because basically, there's the idea that there is Batman music out there. There's music that sounds like Batman, and we think we know what it is. So we will share it with all of you. In the
we're not the
meantime,
only ones making Batman music.
we're not. Yeah,
That's
we're
the
certainly not
beauty
the
of
only
it.
ones making Batman music.
No. Far from it.
And we're late to the game, frankly. This is our first Batman song. Will we ever have another? If we're lucky, I don't know. So time will tell. But like I said, I just couldn't be more thrilled. Like, again, thank you all for being here. It feels so good to be releasing music. Feels so good to be back. We've been gone, it feels like, for a long time, but we're legit back. It's exciting. There's a lot coming. This record, anyway, it's real special to us. So we hope you guys love it. Comes out August 8th. But yeah, you can pre-order if you like, but you might want to just wait. It's a month. We also have the tour coming up, and that's in September and October. We'll be touring the US and Canada, and hopefully we'll be doing a lot more than that soon. Yeah, if you are watching this after the fact, thanks for watching it. Like and subscribe as you're supposed to, because why else would you be here? Someone once said, if you're faving, you should be following. I believe that's true. Yeah.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you guys. James, if you're here, you're muted, but goodbye to everyone. I am going to end the stream.
Goodbye, James.
Goodbye.
There's
Good night.
James. Bye, everyone.